Okay, number 4. Solve using the quadratic formula. So quadratic formula, b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So first, look at standard form and identify a, b, and c. And then we're going to substitute those into the quadratic formula. So a is the number next to x squared, a is 2, b is the number next to x, 6, and c is the constant by itself. So x equals negative b, 6, plus or minus the square root of b squared, so 6 squared, minus 4 times a, which is 2, times c, which is negative 1, all divided by 2 times a, which is 2. And now we're going to simplify the square root. So negative 6 squared minus 4 times a times c. So square root of 44 over 4. And I didn't do this on the last one, but 44 has perfect square. We have to take out any perfect squares. So on the last one, I just knew there weren't any, so I moved on. We should have gone over that. But this can still be simplified. And this is from quarter 1, unit 1. So it's been a while, but start dividing by perfect squares. Remember our perfect squares? 4, 9, 16, 25, 36. 44 divided by 4 is 11. So this is really the square root of 4 times the square root of 11, which is 2 square root of 11. Do you remember that? The square root of 44 is equivalent to 2 squared. See how these are the same thing? All we're doing is we're rewriting it. So I'm going to go put this here. And let me move that. So now I have x equals negative 6 plus or minus 2 square roots of 11 divided by 4. And I did that because our next step, when we split the plus or minus, I have negative 6 plus 2 square roots of 11 over 4, and negative 6 minus 2 square root of 11 over 4. What happens is this is a big fraction that we can reduce. And I'm going to show you. I'm actually going to just rewrite it like this. So remember, this 4 goes to both of these terms. So I could rewrite this as negative 6 over 4 plus or minus 2 square roots of 11 over 4. And this reduces. Negative 6 divided by 4. Again, I'm showing you this because if you don't like to reduce fractions, use a calculator. Negative 3/2 plus or minus, and then this reduces. 2 over 4 becomes 1/2. So square root of 11 over 2. So our actual answers are negative 3/2 plus square root of 11 over 2, and negative 3/2 minus square root of 11 over 2. Okay, so we can reduce when the square root has perfect squares. Usually that means it's a problem that you can reduce. So negative 3/2 plus square root of 11 divided by 2. And check and make sure that looks right, comma, and then I like to copy paste and just change that plus to a minus because they're the same thing. And then the answer on here, you can leave it as one big fraction if you want. So up here, I could have reduced, these all divide by 2. I just like to separate it. So still your answer could have been -3 plus or minus square root of 11 over 2. And you'd still have to split the plus or minus, but you could leave it all as one fraction like that. That's okay.